Good morning, sunshines. Great morning, actually, is what I should have put. It's one of our favorite days of the week, you guys. It's a Monday. It's one of our favorite, like 7 favorite days of the week, right? Because all of them get to be our favorites. And I hope you guys woke up today thinking, my God, I'm so excited that it's Monday. And you're not just posting like TGIMs because you're pretending like you're thanking God that it's Monday, but you actually are that excited. I am lit this morning. Like literally, there's so much sun that's around because my reception, oh, look at, there you go. Kind of like some shade. My reception in my house sucks, so I'm just somewhere else. Morning, Lazaro. Morning, Kelly. Morning, Katie. How are you guys today? How was your weekend? Did anybody do no screen Sunday? Anybody at all? Vanessa, good morning. Or like a couple hours. I know, Katie, you did a few hours last week. Morning, Nikki. How are you doing? We're really encouraging everybody to find a little bit more peace and quiet in their lives, which sometimes like a no screen Sunday is just a cool idea, and it's really hard for people to do. You guys, I'm creating a shade tent over my steering wheel. Half a day, good job, so that maybe you guys can see me, and maybe not. You guys should see, it's like a fort in my car now. I'm gonna show you guys when I'm done. Oh, it's so cool. Okay. I am amazing. Good morning, sunshine. You guys are writing your good morning sunshines in there. I am really cracking myself up today. All right, so bear with me. There we are. Okay, so some of you guys did your no screen Sunday. It is Monday. So first thing that we're doing, you guys, for our good morning together and our powerful start to our week is starting it off with gratitude, whatever's going on in your life, because life might be lifing on you right now. You might be like in a great state. You might be like in a mediocre state. You don't even know, or you might be going like through hell right now. I'm not sure. Regardless, it's talking about like what are you grateful for right at this moment, so you can start to fill your heart up. Felicia's grateful for the amazing day she had yesterday. Felicia, I'm grateful for your amazing days. Guys, I'm so grateful for Felicia. Like, she's freaking amazing. She's taking some major steps in her life to find her passion and where she wants to go, and really like it's such a cool transformation to be a part of. So I'm thankful for you, girl. Morning, Karina. Morning, Nicole. This morning I am also very grateful for the next 2 days that I have before my surgery. I woke up today and I'm like, I'm gonna get it, because I know that I'm probably out of workout again for a while. Basically, I had like a 14-day, 12-day sabbatical, like where I gotta like do some stuff. So I'm gonna like hammer it today, maybe go for a hike, take a dance class, lift, get my websites done, type as much as I can, text you all because I can still use my fingers. So I'm grateful for the next 48 hours. I'm also grateful for the Wednesday that I'm coming into, which will be the beginning of me being fixed and being able to open up jars. Like, really, wouldn't that be cool? Morning, Jenny. I don't know what language that is. I love it though. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. From where are you from? You guys, put where you're from in here, because there's some people from all over right now joining. Vanessa's grateful for T-bombs, right? So we share our gratitude first. It could be anything. And then the next thing is, because it's Monday, our focus is silence, meditation, peacefulness. And you guys think, by the way you talk, do you ever get silent? Like you are all over the board, crazy loud. I do, you guys. It's something I've learned in the past, and specifically over the last weekend, I've taken like moments of, like yesterday, once again, one of my favorite moments of silence. It was an hour-long run, no music, nothing, just being in my own head. I had a little hot tub time for silence, and not just taking that silence and filling my head up with like whatever, but actually trying to empty. So what are you doing for your silence, your meditation? What have you been doing lately? Share with our friends, because you guys, by sharing, we're like you get stronger and people around you get stronger. Remember that? So let's talk about the subject of the day. It's Monday, and I promised you guys, God, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I was like, we're gonna start talking about developing your passion and figuring out what that means. And then I totally disregarded it. Like I had other stuff going on. See, look at, they're sharing their, what they do for their meditation, you guys. So read each other's comments too, okay? So I just got in this other rant over the last couple weeks, and we really started talking about taking action. And our last one on Saturday was like, maybe you don't even know where to take action because you don't even know, like, you're a fish in water. You don't even know that. Like, so like, where is your life maybe lacking for, what was the word that was in church yesterday? It was so like, just like for abundance. Like, I don't use that word enough. Like, where are you lacking in abundance? Right? And any lack is not abundance, really, like when you think about it, right? So where is that not taking place in your life? And now I want to start talking about like how do you actually find your passion? So some of you guys listen each morning because you know that you're doing your miracle morning routine, you want your check-in, maybe there'll be something you take away, maybe not, maybe you just want to like see me be a frazzle spaz, perfect no matter what. But it's like you're reaching, you're seeking, you know that there's more, there's something that's out there that's calling you in life because life is short, right? And you just want to like, you want to do it, you want to live it, you want to experience it. And what does that mean for you? So the fish out of water yesterday, or Saturday, was a perfect example of people that maybe just don't know where they're lacking in passion. And I deal with this as a coach, health coach, fitness coach, life coach. It's kind of like this whole assortment that's coming together here. But I have a lot of clients, a lot of people that come to me, just friends, that they lose themselves. Like with life, with time, they lose themselves. They lose themselves in their children. They lose themselves in the monotony of their routine for what life is. They lose themselves in their partner in life. And by lose themselves, I mean they start to forget about who they are in the inside and they start living for other people. Have you guys ever seen anybody like that? Or can you relate to what I'm talking about? Because it's a lot of people where it's like, if you took that away, yes, the thumbs up and the hearts, I love it. If you took that away, they wouldn't necessarily know who they are, right? And moms, I'm gonna talk to you for just 1 second. Morning, Michelle, thank you for joining us. Moms, I'm gonna talk to you about, because I see it the most, I feel like with moms, where like all of a sudden, your babies are older, or your babies don't need you as much, or they're growing up and you're sad instead of proud of what you've created, or they go off to school, right? Like I know so many women who have gotten super depressed when their kids go to college. Like my mom, I live for my babies. I wake up, I take care of them. Like it's all about the kids. And in that, like, it's never all about us, right? Kelly, right? Kristen, like it's never like, it's not all about me. And guys, being all about me is not a bad thing. Like we start to mistake being like chivalrous for our children and our spouse and our whatever as selfish instead of self-care as having importance. And here's the thing, you guys, Lauren, here's the thing that I discovered about knowing what your own passion is that the way you show up for other people when you're just living for other people is different than how you would show up if you really knew who you were, if you really knew your own passions, if you really could like wake up and be like, I'm so freaking excited for, fill in the blank with something there that maybe doesn't involve your kids, your partner, like whatever that is. Like it's pure passion, maybe for giving, for being, for new experiences. And that can be very confronting. It can be very challenging because we've lived so long for other people. It's like, Kelly, where do I even start? And first you have to in order to even start, maybe rewind a couple videos where you have to have the want to start. Like you have to have the want to maybe discover who you are again. I'm going to try and challenge you with one more question. If there's something that's going on with your life where you don't feel like it's going quite right, for a lot of us, that could be our health. Our health, you're not exactly where you want to be. And you're like, I don't know why I can't just get it together. Why can't I just get it together? I'm low energy, my clothes don't fit right, I'm not working out, whatever it is. There very well could be a lack of happiness within yourself because you don't know who you are, so you don't show up in other areas of passion. Because guys, when you're passionate about other things, some of your I don't want to say addictions, but the things that aren't making you happy, they're not even on your tray anymore. They're not even on your plate because you're so excited about going out and doing fill in the blank here. Right? So there's a couple different things that we just talked about there. One, of you just paying attention to everybody else, living for everybody else. And two, maybe not showing up your best because you're consumed by those things instead of what you love. So let's talk about, the whole video is supposed to be about begin at the beginning, right? Where do you figure out your own passions? And I'm reading this book called Grit right now by Angela Duckworth, and I do these little clippets, and this was a few weeks ago that I heard this one, but it didn't apply yet. So I took a couple notes because I love how she starts to express how to find your passions. And this is pretty basic, you guys. So these are going to be a couple very small suggestions, but it could be enough just to at least get the ball rolling for you of harvesting your own passion. All right. So you've decided yes, I want to take care of me a bit. What does this look like? Okay. And the first thing that they talk about is, Oh God, okay, so my handwriting is so bad, you guys. It's so terrific. But when you're fostering your passion, and I love this, is that she used somebody's examples of how to do a crossword puzzle, because we were just talking about him in the beginning of that. So like this is like keys to completing a crossword puzzle, a New York Times crossword puzzle. And the first one is to begin with answers that you're sure of. So when you're looking at your passion, you guys, begin with answers you're sure of, because you might be so confused. Like, Kelly, I do not even know where to start. Okay, start with what you know, which could be, what do you absolutely hate? You know what you hate, right? Like, I know that I am not a fan of fill in the blank here. Don't start with that. Like, I'm not going to try to harvest a passion for baseball, because guess what? I care none about baseball. Like not even a little smidgen a bit. So that's like off the list. So you could start off with what you don't like, right? So start with the answers that you're sure of, and then there might be some things that you just like. What are things that you've like, maybe where your mind wanders, things where like, oh, I used to be into that, or your teenage years were quite often some years of experimentation, of finding things that you really enjoyed in your life. So what were some things, go back to that you enjoyed then? Did you enjoy creativity? Did you enjoy a certain subject? Did you enjoy a certain language? Did you enjoy different social settings? Did you enjoy being in front of a classroom? Did you enjoy pottery? Did you enjoy like, were you in a sport then? You were in track, like something that you're not doing now. So think back to maybe some of the things that you did once upon a time, right? Kristen, I love that answer. Like, that makes me feel so good when I get to hear that. But you know, think back to something that maybe just like sparked your attention, and brainstorm it. Like, be unrealistic, be just like, make a list. This is all the shit that I used to just really think about and love. Here's some places my mind wanders. Here's the stuff that I hate. Okay, so begin at the beginning and just start with the answers that you're sure of, right? The second thing, this was back to the crossword puzzles, right, is don't be afraid to guess. And it's going to take time. Finding your passion, finding your you guys, is not going to happen overnight. I'm going to tell you that. It is a lot of work, and it is a lot of failing. It is a lot of messing up, and God, it is so much fun. But don't be afraid to guess what the answer is. Like, you know what? I've actually never tried curling. I don't know if I'm interested. I don't know if I'm not. Is there a space where I could try curling? Maybe I'd be passionate about that. I've always said that I wanted to learn French because I was going to go to France someday. I have no idea. Maybe I can't even make that noise with my mouth. Like, I don't even know if I have the right accent for it. But like, don't be afraid to fail. Just guess a couple things. And in that, you guys, there's going to be a serious amount of experimentation. A serious amount of experimentation within yourself. So it takes first thinking, right? Like, we talked about, like, our silence and meditation is perfect for this. Getting quiet, thinking about some things, and then make a list of a bunch of things that you want to try, and start trying some things. See what sticks. Don't be afraid to guess what it might be, right? Because your passion might not necessarily be right around what your work is. Your passion might be your hobbies outside of work, and that might become your work someday. Your passion might be in serving. It might be in contributing. Your passion might be in food. It might be in cooking. I'm not really sure where you're going to find it, right? Morning, Brianna. Morning, Kayla. How's it going, you guys? Okay, number 3 is going to be, don't be afraid to write the answer in pencil. Okay, this is still the crossword puzzles that we're talking about, but we're not. It's about life. So as you're experimenting and you start to try all of these different things, you guys don't, like, you get done with this video and you're like, you grab out this permanent marker and you're like, all right, I'm going to think about it. You give yourself an hour. You're like, yes, I'm going to go after a 10K permanent marker. 10K, right? And then next week you're out, you're training, and you sprain your ankle and you're like, shit, I can't even walk, let alone run. Don't write your answer in permanent marker, or even in pen for that fact, yet. Not yet. Okay? As you're learning about your passion, as you're starting to develop what your passion could be, get out a pencil. And I actually started writing my agenda. Like, I started writing in pencil, you guys, because it's not like, none of this is permanent. Like, it's life. Like, it's just, it could change tomorrow. You could have to have surgery in 2 days, and all of a sudden it's just, yoga's not your thing anymore. It was, but it can't be right now. Pencil is okay, because with pencil you can erase, you can rewrite, and you can find some other things. All right. So as you're developing your passions and you're thinking about this, have some flexibility in what that might be. Now, we will start to talk about at some point how when you really do find the thing, you are, oh, Lacey, you're beautiful. You are going to find a permanent marker and you go after it with grit. Good morning, Megan. Thank you for joining us. But right now, as we just start to harvest our passion, I'm going to wrap up for you guys because I know I've been just jabbing away today, first of all, okay, so we're going to just review real quick. First of all, you deserve to find you and be your best you for the people around you, because if you're living for other people, it's going to be hard to show up as your most loving, giving, passionate self, number one. And you guys, nothing's permanent. And what are you going to be when that person, those things are not? What are you going to do when your babies are out of the house? What are you going to do when a situation occurs? Like, how do you know who you are? So number one, do you want to find you? And when you do find you, just imagine what that would be like, how you show up for everybody, okay? Number two, it's not selfish to find you in your own passion. In fact, I would think it'd be the opposite. If you're only living into other people, you will never give who you are because you don't know who the hell you are. Figure it out so you can give yourself. Yes, blow those hearts up. I love it. Okay. And then number three, in order to find your passion, be willing to know a couple different things. God, you're making my heart so happy. Be willing to know that it's going to take some time to think about it. Okay. Start with what you know, what you hate, and with what you think that you might love. Then be flexible with it as you're writing things down in pencil, because it might change and adjust, and experiment. Try all sorts of different things, you guys, and see what lands. And then you just dive into those things a little bit more. Guys, just talking about starting off your passion, it would be so cool to see some of you guys shoot me a message later on and be like, Callie, I've got 10 things that I'm going to work on. I have no freaking clue if they're going to work, but here's some things that I thought about. I used to love dance. I used to love cooking. I used to love going out with my friends. I used to love, doing some community service. I used to love this language. Whatever it is. And I'm just going to try those hats on. I'm going to try a different hat on every day and just see what feels good in your heart when you're doing it, and then do more of it, and then do more of it, and then do more of it. All right. And then let's see how you show up in the world. See how happy you are when you wake up. You're not faking gratitude because you're not living for somebody else. You wake up and you're like, I'm freaking jacked up today to go for a hike, to go lift, to go to a dance class, to build my website, to reach out to my clients, to reach out to my coaches. I'm so excited to do all of that because my passion lies in all of those different areas. And it's taken time for me to find that. I didn't used to wake up like that. I didn't. I used to wake up in a totally different state, trying to paste the fake smile on to create smiling, it works, you guys. But now I get to wake up and actually just be happy in my passion, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you guys for this fine day. Thank you for joining me for Good Morning Miracle, Good Morning Sunshine, Morning Miracle, Hell Red. I don't even know, you guys, just all of it, right? Gardening, such a good way to look at it. And plus that could be a hobby, a passion, right, Kristen? But drop a Good Morning Sunshine in always. Share something you're grateful for. Share what you're doing for silence and affirmations. Share your savers if you're doing all of them. You guys share because we grow by reading each other's answers, okay? Share the video, right? Just share, and then let me know if you start to develop some passions, because it helps me figure out some other things of how to chat with you guys each morning. So I appreciate you. I love you. Happy Monday. Best day of the week. One of the 7 best days of the week. Go out and kill it. I am sitting in a parking lot where people are now sitting in front of me just watching me talk to y'all. So I'm gonna go, and we'll chat with you guys tomorrow morning. And then Wednesday, I have no idea what time my surgery is, so maybe we'll talk, maybe we won't. I'm not sure, but I'll let you guys know. All right, thank you guys for just joining. I'm going to repost right now, so if you guys want to go back and rewatch, talk about harvesting your passions. Thank you and goodbye.